Alrighty fellas, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, we're going to be going over an article that I found. I can't quite remember where. Could have been Facebook, could have been Twitter. I don't remember. It seems to be an article that has sparked a lot of controversy. Also, I do have quite a few opinions on this topic in particular myself. So if I do contradict myself at any point throughout this video, I am sorry for that. But I do have quite an abundance of opinions on this topic, so it might happen. And to be honest, with the amount I have, it's bound to happen. So just call me up for it down below. Alrighty, so jumping right into what you clicked on this video for. My kids don't care I smoke weed. They get McDonald's when I get the munchies. A mom sparked an interesting debate on social media after claiming her kids don't mind her smoking marijuana as they know they'll get McDonald's when she does get the munchies. Caitlin Flatiger is a mom of two from Vancouver in Canada where smoking weed for recreational purposes is completely legal, but that doesn't stop everyone from having an opinion about it. The 27-year-old recently took to Instagram where she shared a clip of herself and her son, joking that he'd been waiting for her to smoke some weed as he knew it would be the only time she'd fancy the fast food. Now it does seem a little messed up, you know, in practice to go to social media with a clip like this, basically glorifying the use of drugs with your kid in the clip. And it just does seem a little inappropriate to me. I'm going to jump right in between this audio clip right here and let you guys know that any opinions going forward from this point on is from, well, I guess from before too, but from this point on and before is from an active smoker, from somebody who is currently, you know, a smoker, right? I'm 19 years old now. I've been smoking since I was 13. So I know the, you know, the recreational side of it and, you know, the stuff that goes around in the friend circles, I know all the general education, the kind of stuff that goes around stoner groups, but I also know the psychology and the neuropsychology and stuff that goes into what happens when younger brains are affected by marijuana. So that's kind of what adds up to me having my opinions that I have about it. That and the fact that after 5 consistent years of use myself, I do notice the adverse effects on myself and my brain far more often than I don't. So it's just, it puts me between a rock and a hard place when, you know, somebody does want me to defend it. I can't really. There's no way I can. So anyways, let's continue on. Literally 2-3 years ago, that would have been asking child services to come bust down your door and take your kids away from you forever. It just doesn't seem appropriate, even with pot being legalized. Don't encourage your kids to go down that path. You know what I mean? Because while right now he just looks forward to you smoking it so that you can go to McDonald's and get him some fast food, maybe in the future he's going to look forward to it so that he can go to McDonald's and enjoy the fast food even more, right? The kid might not exactly follow that principle in particular, but when she is glorifying it like that, when she is saying, oh, this is, you know, this is so much better and I get really hungry and food is so good when I'm high, and she's saying this to what looks like a 4 or 5-year-old child, he's going to grow up thinking, oh, well, if this makes food better, you know, mom's able to sit down for 5 hours and watch fucking Grey's Anatomy when she's high, well, then maybe I can do all that stuff too. And now I gotta mute this next clip because of copyright, but it is the clip that she actually posted on Instagram, and so I'll go ahead and show that to you guys now. Just a little bit of context before I do show you guys that clip though. The song that is playing that I have to mute, the song lyrics go, I was waiting for you to tell me that you were ready. The context given is that the kid is waiting for mom to smoke weed so that they can go to McDonald's, and you guys already know my opinion on the idea of her glorifying that to her looks like 5-year-old child. So I don't know how many of you can relate to me, but I get an overall mixture of feelings when I see this. It's a bit of disappointment in overall human society and where, you know, the general parenting population is at. That's a bit disappointing. I get a little bit of cringe, okay? I just, for some reason, this is in a TikTok format, and for some reason that it's so cringy to me. I don't know. So, like I said, just a bit of a plethora of emotions we're getting from this clip. One follower commented, ha ha ha, my kids wait and fully take advantage when it's munchie time, while another joked, lol, they are calculated little beasts. This is a normal thing? This is something that parents are just open with their toddlers? Is that a thing? Am I missing something here? Why? Why are we influencing kids from such a young fucking age that pot is a normal thing to transition into as you get older? Why? I don't understand that. It is so bad for the teenage brain. And I will emphasize the fact that I know this because I feel the adverse effects daily. I know it from experience. It's not good for a teenage brain, and it doesn't help with brain development whatsoever. So to be introducing this into such a young child's life as a positive thing, as something that, you know, normal people do, as something that mommy and daddy do, it just, that in and of itself has, in the past 10 years alone, you know, I thought was just a normal thing for parents to keep from their children for that reason, because they don't want to look up to mommy and daddy and see, oh, they do that, so I should too, right? Then it's okay. It's a general principle that it goes across every facet of parenting. If mommy and daddy are doing that, then it's okay for me too, right? I'm 19 years old, dude. I haven't even thought about having children. Holy fuck. A third wrote, I love how you post about this. It eases my anxiety about being a mom so much. Caitlin often receives criticism online for being so open about smoking marijuana while her kids are at home. However, she's spoken candidly about suffering from poor mental health and how weed can dramatically ease her symptoms. Alright, I have a few things to say about this, okay? And I may be repeating myself from the last couple things that I said because this part of the article has been brought up, the easing her symptoms of mental health, which once your tolerance is built up in your prefrontal cortex, a different part of your brain starts to get affected. And that's where the neuroscience starts to come in, is when that different part of your brain, the core of your brain, starts to get affected. It starts to decrease dopamine levels as opposed to increasing them. So this part of her dramatically easing her symptoms of her mental health, her poor mental health with marijuana, is borderline bullshit. She's just addicted to it. That's all it is. And for those of you that want to tell me that you can't get addicted to weed, yes, you 100% can, sir. And it has to do with the neuroscience behind it. It has to do with the fact that your prefrontal cortex, when you first start using these drugs, and it's any substance, it's not just weed, it's any substance. And that's why for so many years it's been an argument that weed doesn't fall under the same category. And it doesn't. It's not a class 4 felony to get, or whatever the hell it would be, to get caught with weed, right? But in the sense of addiction, it does fall under the same category because it affects your brain in the same way, and addiction forms in the brain. That's where it starts. Addiction comes in a lot more forms than just laying on the ground dying and you know, fiending for your drug of choice, scratching at your neck, being in a rehab center, right? I feel like the general consensus of what addiction is to society is that, and that's all it can be. But no, addiction is just overall dependence, whether it's mental or physical. Overall, this Instagram thought is an irresponsible parent shouldn't be smoking weed in front of her kids. She's chasing clout by, you know, including her kids in stuff that most of the world would see as, you know, not okay. Once your kids are old enough to make their own decisions and have a head on their shoulders, you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want in front of them. If you want to start a drug operation, actually don't do that. Probably not a good idea. And I don't care what you do around your kids once they're at a certain age where they can make their own decisions and they have enough of a head on their shoulders. This kid's 5 fucking years old, man. He's been given zero opportunity to decide for himself whether or not this is an addition that he would like in his life. This is just something that is going to be built into him now for the future, and it's going to be something that he's prone to be in getting involved with. It's inevitable. Anyways, dude, that's gonna bring us to the end of the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. If you're new around here, consider subscribing and turning notifications on. Holy shit, that killed me. Be sure to check out the description for all my socials down below. If you do enjoy my content, as usual, the best way you can support me is clicking on one of the videos that are upcoming next. YouTube enjoys it when you stay on the platform longer because of my channel, and therefore they will, you know, benefit me because of it. So I would really appreciate it. I have been Buster, and I will see all of you in the next one. Have a good day, everyone.